Okay, guys, for those of you that saw the Joe Rogan, Mark Zuckerberg interview, how is this not bigger news on LinkedIn? I mean, this is business. This isn't politics. In case you guys missed it, well, if you saw it, I'd love to hear your comments on what your thoughts are on the interview. If you didn't see it, Zuckerberg alleges that the government basically, in his words, had people yelling at his people and threatening his people to take down certain information and change policies on Facebook. And we've heard a lot about this, right? There's like the X files and all of those things from Twitter, or the Twitter files. But here Zuckerberg is going in detail about how the government forced his hand. Now, I don't trust Zuckerberg, so I'm not a Zuckerberg apologist. I'm just telling you what happened on this show. But Facebook is now making a 180, as are a bunch of other companies, right? You have the new president, Trump's coming in. All of a sudden, these companies are changing. They're making a 180. And during the interview, you guys got to watch the interview, but during the interview, Zuckerberg basically even makes a comment that society is sort of more neutered now. And, you know, he's a mixed martial arts guy, jiu-jitsu guy, I believe. But it's funny because Facebook has contributed to that, right? It's like their policies, what they allowed on the platform and then what they took off as misinformation sort of contributes to that. So I don't know. It's, you know, was his hand forced? How is this not bigger news on LinkedIn, given that this is one of America's biggest companies? I think Zuckerberg, by the way, is I think the third richest person in the world, and alleges that for 3-4 years, you know, his basically was controlled by the government in the sense of being told what he had to take down, especially during the COVID pandemic, and now makes a total 180 and changes a bunch of policies and other huge changes at the company that I'm sure you guys have read about. I don't know. It's to me, it sounds more like political alignment. New regimes coming in. He just wants to cozy up and stay out of trouble. I guess there are some congressional hearings on the damage that Facebook and Instagram have done, especially to young women. Again, I'm all for free speech. So to me, Zuckerberg censored individuals who were injured during the pandemic because they were forced to take a medication. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but there was a huge group, right? And they were all connecting because, you know, without a platform like that, it's kind of hard to know others who are going through the same thing. So there's a big group of individuals that were injured, and they were talking about those injuries, and the entire group was dissolved on Facebook. Again, this isn't politics in the sense that it shouldn't be on LinkedIn. This is business. This is federal government putting their hand into private business. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. It's a huge topic to me, and a big interview. Watch the interview also. Let me know if you think Zuckerberg's being authentic, if you think Zuckerberg is just cozying up to kind of get a better deal with the new regime. Would love to hear your comments. Take care, guys.